All right, I'm going to step out for a minute while these two talk about baseball, something I know nothing about. They're going to talk about their power rankings and the new number one. All right, take it away, boys.
So, sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties with our recording device, but we're back. You know, a little blip on the radar, but we're good. So, yeah, we are going to get into the power rankings the MLB just released. And, yeah, it got mixed up a little bit. There are some interesting teams that if you put out this list before the season started, you would genuinely, like, faint at these teams. Like, looking at it now, I think 3 to 4 of the top 5 are kind of shockers.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. So, the top 5 that the MLB released, the official MLB website put out there, was at 5 Athletics, who, surprised to me, 4 the San Diego Padres,
No surprise.
the 3 the Chicago White Sox, 2 the San Francisco Giants, and number 1 our very own Boston Red Sox. Now, Brandon, are there any real surprises, or would you change anything of these top 5?
Honestly, the biggest surprise, even though they haven't been playing that well, it's just still shocking that they're not in top 5, is the LA Dodgers. I think they dropped to 7, I think, 7 or 9, somewhere between there. It was incredible. They're the best. They're supposed to be the best team in baseball. They're not even in the top 5. I mean, they just lost Corey Seager today too, with a broken hand. So that's another bat. I mean, they're in trouble. They're in deep trouble. They're third in the division. That's a surprise. Something I would change is I'd probably put the Padres at 5 and move the A's up, because the Padres have been kind of underwhelming this way. But other than that, I think it's just about right.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like the Dodgers have been playing better of late, but they need to earn their way back up. They for sure. I would make a few changes. Like, I would have the White Sox over the Giants, because even though the Giants have been playing good, the White Sox are just the better team. And I think if you're gonna have the Dodgers at 7, you're clearly going off by talent and what you think. And I think if going off by talent and what you think, you can't. I feel like you have to put the White Sox a little higher. So my personal top 5 would be the Red Sox 1, White Sox 2, bump the Athletics to number 3, then the Padres at 4, and the Giants at 5. Despite all the good the Giants are doing, I can't put them at number 2. I think they're 5th, and that's just looking at the top 5. Like, if I were to look, I might put the Dodgers over them, based off what I think they can do.
Yeah.
I might put. I'm not gonna put the Yankees. They haven't been doing good at all.
They still have to prove it. They beat up on the Orioles. Nice.
Yeah, they rose up the standings a little bit. They're doing their thing. They're turning around a little bit, but they're not worth that conversation yet.
But I agree with you on the fact that you think the White Sox should be higher because they have more talent. But I think the Giants are above them because they're getting the more respect from leading their division of the Dodgers and the Padres. Team that were supposed to be ALCS opponents now turned second and third because the Giants are just balling out.
Yeah. The White Sox are the best pitcher in the American League right now.
Giolito?
Carlos Rodon.
Oh yeah, he's nasty.
He is like, I saw a 0.58 ERA this year, which is nuts.
And he has a no-hitter.
Yeah, he has a no-hitter. So, like,
I mean, everyone does, apparently.
Everyone does, yeah.
As last week was told.
Watch last week's pod. Me and Brandon got in a little debate over what the MLB needs to do, or if they should do anything about the influx of no-hitters and this pure pitcher dominance this year that has been occurring. Go watch it if you haven't already. But yeah.
But furthermore, we mentioned earlier the Red Sox are the new number 1. That's a big deal. But are we buying it? What are we feeling?
I'm beginning to buy it. Like, the thing that gives me pause is we don't have name brand pitchers
Until Chris Sale.
Yeah, until Chris Sale comes back.
Maybe we know he'll be the same. Nobody knows.
Yeah, I'm confident that he'll be the fine. I think they're taking it slow with him personally.
That they should.
So yeah, but even in the bullpen, we have Matt Barnes, who's been like the best pitcher. But other than that, there's no one I trust to go out there in a playoff game with, like, if say we're playing the Yankees. I don't trust anyone other than Matt Barnes, who's the closer, who probably won't be coming in like the 6th or 7th. I don't trust any of them to go out there and face Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, and Gio Urshela, say 1, 2, 3 in a row. We don't have anyone that I feel comfortable doing that with. So, like, pitching is a concern for the playoffs. They could shore that up at the deadline by getting a dominant reliever. Who knows?
They need to.
Yeah. But, like, as of right now, there's no one else that could be number one. Really, this had to happen.
I think they deserve to be number one. They're, if not the best, they're the second or third best record in baseball. They're playing relatively well, but I'm not buying it, honestly. Their offense is really just top heavy. You get production from 2 through 5, who I arguably could be the best 2 through 5 in the entire MLB. They're that good. But everyone else, like, they don't get enough. The bottom of the order, the leadoff has been kind of unproductive. Their pitching, as you said, it's the rotation, I'm more say, is iffy. Until Chris Sale comes back, and we don't know if he's going to be Chris Sale old, because he hasn't pitched in like a year and a half, 2 years. He's been a long time. You don't know if he's going to be, how long it's going to take for him to knock off that rust. Erod's been good. Evaldi's been decent. Perez has been shaky, but he had a good start last night. And then you have Garrett Richards, who has turned it around, but I don't know if that's sustainable, because the first 2 or 3 starts were ugly.
I hated him.
But the last 2 or 3 starts have been really good. So really, you have no idea if that's going to be able to continue. But then also, on jumping on what you said, the bullpen is average at best. Garrett Whitlock, at the first like 6 or 7 appearances, nasty. Last 2 or 3 has been hit around a bunch. Sawamura, I don't know. Ottavino, I don't know. Andriese is average. Taylor is eh. Bryce sucks. Barnes is the only reliable guy that you say, all right, a one of 7 dudes can go get the job done on any given night. That's a problem, and it's going to cost them games, and going to hurt them in the standings later in the season and in the playoffs if they make it that far.
Agreed.